Welcome back to Gungeon YouTube, and yes, Duke in the chat. I am going to talk about, amongst other things, Knight Silksong. I guess we can start with that in a second. Thank you, Dale Bellumini, for your support on Patreon last month. That's the last shout out I had to get done in February for January, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Team Cherry was hinting at, oh hey, we're going to reveal something involving Hornet on Valentine's Day, which is when we're recording this. And something involving, wow, this is a bad start. Something involving Hornet was always planned for the original Hollow Knight, so everybody just assumed it was the new bonus mode where you play as her. But then they dropped Silksong, which as it turns out is Hollow Knight 2. It is the direct sequel where it stars Hornet. She's taken prisoner and taken to a different bug nest, and it's basically just her trying to escape and work out what's going on. Wow, that's a tough choice about what to go after. Couldn't get both. It made me choose, and I picked whatever the random. What did he even drop? He dropped armor. Okay, that's fine. I get my helmet back. That's important. So yeah, Hollow Knight Silksong is Hollow Knight 2. There is no release date, but it's coming out on PC, Switch, and PS4. And more importantly, because Team Cherry, which is a team of 3, might I add, and they made Hollow Knight for 50 grand in Australian dollars. Because the Hornet game mode was originally planned as part of their Kickstarter for Hollow Knight 1, all their backers for Hollow Knight 1 on Kickstarter are getting the sequel for free. Which is overly nice of them to do, quite frankly. So if you were one of the people who backed Hollow Knight on Kickstarter, congratulations, you're getting the sequel for free. Yes, Team Cherry is a team of 3. Well, and they contracted Christopher Larkin, is that his name, to compose the music? He's subcontracted, but the actual developers are a team of 3, yeah.
Ooh.
They made an amazing game as a team of 3 for 50 grand. Which is astonishing. Thank you, Phil and Light, for the bits. Also, hello, it's been a little while since you poked by. Hello, Flik, Twitch chat, and YouTube. Yeah, I wish they'd done a Kickstarter for Silksong, because I would have been all in. But they don't need to, because Hollow Knight did well enough. And I'm sure the releases on PS4 and Switch helped. That's why I want to see Hollow Knight and Smash. I can dream, can't I? If you backed more than 10 buckaroos, you can choose if you want it on the Switch or the PC version. Yes, they also said that in the blog post about the game. And there's a trailer for anyone who's interested. Thank you, Lord Kronos, for a total of 28 months with Twitch Prime. Monthly sub for the free entertainment. Keep it up. Can't see streams. I'm abroad. Take care of my mom. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Have a good stream. Also, it was taking care. I've been there with a relative of mine as well. I hope you come through the other side regardless of what happens. And thank you for coming by to do that. What the hell? I've never seen that happen before. Why was there, like, the flare effect? I didn't even know you could get red chests as room rewards. Oh, I need this one. I need it. Damn it. Gotcha. It's the first time I've ever seen a red chest as being a reward for a room. I didn't know it had a special animation. Oh, hang on, this room is long. I'm trying to read your message. My side of reality. Of course I get into a room with lots of enemies that take a while to die. Oh, that's very nice of you to say, and I'm happy to have given you a distraction while you were recovering from that stuff. Have you made Le Fudge? Well, yeah, let's start with the good stuff. I did make more fudge today. I tried using the peppermint instead of the vanilla. Other than that, basically did the same recipe. toned back the honey a little bit because people suggested doing that to cut back on the sweetness because I found the first batch was a little too sweet. So I added more cream to compensate. As you might have seen on Twitter, it didn't look as nice, and thanks to Discord and Crispy's Google Foo, we found the reason for it. It almost looked like fat had drained from it, the same way like if you stuck a burger on a grill, although it didn't have the thickness of fat. It had the look of it. And as it turns out, that was caused by the double cream I used having been opened since I made the first batch. Some part of it separates if heated up, if it's been open for a few days, so that's why it looks a bit weird. Tastes fine though, tastes very nice. I am very keen on mint flavoured... Oh, hello. Mint flavoured milk chocolate, which is very rare because usually you get mint flavoured dark chocolate, and I don't like dark chocolate. So if you want to see the second batch, it is on Twitter as of earlier today. Hello, look. But the downside of what I was going to talk about, woke up this morning feeling relatively fine, and then as I was prepping to take the dog out her first morning walk, just very sore stomach, and then I spent the majority until like, I don't know, 1 in the afternoon, basically not able to leave the bathroom. And my initial thought was, oh god, have I given myself food poisoning? And I have two theories about what happened. Because my mother's tried the fudge I've made and her partner did and nothing happened, so it's not that. So I was like, okay, what have I done? And I can think of two possible solutions. I made beef stew again in the slow cooker the other night there. Had it for my dinner last night. And I tried a slightly different recipe by including some... Oh damn, there's so many good things on this floor. I might end up just having to buy that if I can't afford heroin, but... difficult decision. So I tried a slightly different recipe. I did my usual thing for a beef stew, but I threw in some extra stuff like just cooking the potato in the stew. And a recipe I found online called for putting in some chili powder, and I thought, oh, that might be nice. So I got the first chili powder I saw at my local shop when I was going for more chocolate chips to connect it to a story I told yesterday. It was called chili powder hot, but it was just like, it was powder made up of peppers and garlic. I read the ingredients and it didn't seem like it was especially spicy. And I only put a teaspoon of it in, like 1.5 litres worth of stew. But I think maybe, like when I looked at it, it was like 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 4 on the spice scale. That's probably bad. Especially if you have a bowel condition that is set off by spices. So I think either I messed something up with the stew and just gave myself mild food poisoning, or the spices are just too much for me and it just upset my stomach, or the spices just set off my IBS and it yo-yoed to the other extreme to what it usually is, without going into gritty detail. Because I could, I remember saying on stream, oh hey, I added chili to my stew, I could taste it, but I don't think it added anything to the dish. As it turns out, it added something, just nothing good. So yeah, I've had a very, very unpleasant day. I've just been sitting like an old person with a throw over my legs at my computer watching 40k battle reports all day. I assembled some miniatures at one point and I made the fudge, so to speak. Pardon the almost pun. But other than that, I've done nothing but drink water to stay hydrated and went to the toilet over and over. So it's not been a pleasant day. I'm not feeling my best. I am in a lot of discomfort right now, and there might come a time where I just need to quickly excuse myself. So dueling pistol is very good. We did not have enough for heroin, so I guess we're just going to buy fat bullets. If it was your kitchen, you'd blame the slow cooker. I'm choosing to think it's the chili powder, but that it's set off my IBS more so than it's just the chili powder by itself. Because as I say, like I read the ingredients, and again today just to make sure, I was like, did this have like 5 different super hot peppers in it. No, it's just pepper, garlic, and basil, I think it was, something like that. Like, there's no reason I should have such an upset stomach for what's in it. So I'm assuming it's just the spice set off the IBS badly. Not that it's ever been truly disappeared. So very unpleasant. Which is why I was thinking, do I really want to sit through Kingdom Hearts 3 in pain? Because, you know, all said and done, I think part of the reason why I've been enjoying Apex Legends so much recently as well is it's providing me a wonderful distraction because of how much I have to focus. Because I don't really need to focus most of the time for, like, most of the other stuff I'm streaming. Especially not really Isaac or Gungeon. Especially not Kingdom Hearts 3, because it's essentially just mindless pressing X over and over. So that's why, even though I said yesterday, I think we're going to give Apex Legends a miss today just to keep up variety. And then immediately it's back on the docket, because it's something I can play that will distract me, basically. In the same way that Fortnite and whatnot did back in the day. You should leave a review on Kingdom Hearts that it sets off your IBS. That is not fair to the game. It just doesn't distract me enough from it is all. Oh, also I managed to fix Kurt's problem with Origin, so he can now play Apex. So it turns out if he just googled for like a minute, he would have found the solution that worked. But hey, that's why IT professionals get paid so much money. They know how to Google things. Thank you, Phelan, for the bits. Flik is so kind. I missed him playing Apex and he's playing it again just for me today. Yeah. That's what I did. Hello, Madlager. And Satenta. Did I check the expiry date? Yes, it's like 2021. I don't think it's just that either my stomach is just so weak these days I can't have anything even remotely spicy, or more likely just set off the IBS symptoms. Because I've also been exceptionally tired today, and that's IBS, so I presume that's what happened. I'm not going to blame the poor chili powder for everything. Because it has been a while since I've had anything spicy. Like, maybe I had a tikka masala at some point, but I wouldn't count that as especially spicy. And I haven't had one for a while. So it might also just be that my stomach's not used to it. You know, like how if you haven't had takeaway for however long and then you have some, you just feel like you've been beaten up the next day. Hawks. Am I to assume by how many people are still turning up despite this being Valentine's Day that you either have no one to spend it with or you had to work, I guess. Which is more likely. Oh yeah, that's true, it is early in some parts of the US. Well, in that case, I should be asking what you have planned. Enraging photograph. I don't really want to get rid of anything. Blue chest. I'll need to see what the other chest on the floor is. Your fans are a bunch of lonely nerds. Valinar said that, not me, so take it up with him. Oh, to briefly like nerd out about 40k, because as I say, I've wasted a day just watching battle reports. It made me look into whether or not there is a rule, like when we're last doing 40k on Tabletop Simulator, about models dropping in turn 1. In one of the battle reports I was watching, someone stated that if you're doing match play, which is what we do, it essentially means you're doing legal armies with power limits, or point limits. You can't do it on turn 1. But it must be an FAQ or an errata, because I checked the rulebook and it doesn't say that. The only thing it specified was that anything that hasn't dropped on the table by turn 3 is counted as dead. So that just means you have to have dropped everything by turn 3. There's nothing about turn 1 that I could see. But I didn't check the errata. I checked the physical rulebook because I had it sitting next to me and I was doing nothing better. Pornhub is doing a free premium day for Valentine's Day. That's genius marketing. I looked into something else as well, rules-wise, but I've forgotten what it was now. Nope, it's gone. Also, Fat Bullets plus that Julie pistol is creating a death beam of wonderful proportion. I've got your chunky bullets right here. That's close enough to being full dead, get filled. Well, yes, okay, Hawks is correct that the internet has plenty of free porn, I'm sure, but it's in 4K resolution, I would imagine. How much was the other key? It was like 34, 35. What do you mean Pornhub is taking care of Pamela and her 5 kids? Is that a reference? If it is, I don't get it. Oh! Off the screen damage. My old friend. 2 blue chests. Table tech. Something. Flip for clarity. So get a blank effect when you flip a table. Not bad. No, we were just... It wasn't me, it was chat. It was Hawks. No, it was Zeppel. One of the two. Pamela Henderson. It's Mafia Frog. Blah. 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 Blah, 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 blah. Those are big bubbles. No, I want this. You and this. No. You and this. Okay, we have it sorted. Let's see what we get. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Wait, is it already? Why did it charge so quickly? Like I heard the bleep. Is that Fat Bullets doing something to it? Or maybe it's just because of the damage of the op. That was very easy. Yeah, I'm amazed it wasn't Tombury that started that kind of conversation. So that's the... Oh, heavy boots. Right. So, what else was in the shop? It doesn't matter because I can't afford it. First turn is a no-go for deep strikes now, so it was in the errata then. Okay. Now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Ching. Wish I could remember what the other thing was though. Well, I had a question because it wasn't... Like, I was watching a battle report involving the Tau, and at one point someone did the Riptide thing where you wound it in order to use like one of its special powers, and he used 2, and I'm just curious if there's like a sept or a stratagem or something that lets that be possible, because if not, that's not how it works. It's always been you pick one bonus, you don't get multiple. That's a very, very niche, specific, rather, question. I immediately look at chat and see G.I. Joe, and then that's what she said. If that's what she said, then Joe is fucking your wife. And he doesn't even have anatomically correct parts. Pew 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 pew. Neither do you. Fair enough. Oh, I have a table tech. You need to remind me about that shit, chat. Oh, another one of them. The slime, Mr. President, it did it. So I think I missed. Chad, did you see the horrible, horrible reviews Jump Force is getting? I'm not surprised by that. I am relatively surprised how badly Crackdown 3 is being reviewed, given how long it's been in development. But I also don't know if I played Crackdown 2, because I feel like maybe I did, but it was so similar to 1 I just don't remember the difference. Because they all just kind of boil down to jumping really high and picking up circles. Well, I think everybody's probably seen that gif going around on Twitter where like Frieza's talking to the character you make and then just kind of, without any animation, floats into the air. I couldn't tell if that was legit or not. No, I don't want... I pressed an Apex Legends button there, ignore me. You don't recognize Sanji. Oh, so that wasn't a custom-made character? I don't know who Sanji is. There's a stratagem that allows 2 Nova Reactor effects for 1 CP. Do you have to be a certain sept? Because I looked through all of them recently, because I bought the cards that show you all the stratagems for all the armies I have. I don't remember specifically having that one. I'm very cross. I'm going to run at you because I'm Chonky. No, I found that bit. Still looking. The page I saw mentioned... Alright, it doesn't matter. Now that I know it's there, I'll have a little look myself in my own time. I keep on changing to the AWP and wasting ammo. Why do I keep on... I keep on pressing tab because of bloody Apex Legends. That's what I'm doing. Also, first blemish as far as like Apex Legends go, they have that Valentine's Day event stuff. It's like, it's a background and for the robot and a love heart skin for one of the guns, and they're like 20 quid each or something. And you can't buy them for free, you have to spend money on them. It's like, no. You don't have enough Fortnite kids playing this yet to be attempting to get away with shit like that. Not yet. It's definitely getting there because you're seeing many more people going for the shotgun strats. Oh, Gookski is now playing Apex Legends. I'm sorry, was I boring you? Why is it still the bloody AWP? I do love the big death beam though. They're still here just looking at stuff. Oh yeah, speaking of Dead by Daylight, that's coming to Switch and it looks hilariously bad. From a graphical point of view, nothing wrong with the gameplay loop, it's the same. But yeah, they had to scale it way back to get it to run on the Switch. A key to get access to Link. No wait, what are we calling him now? Lonk. Hello Lonk, I'll be back. As I pull my computer desk out a little bit. Branch to Nova Charge. Alright, so it's just anybody then. Good to know. Does this mean Mario will be a killer? Mario's already a killer. He's been killing Luigi's career for years. I guess we should talk about that Nintendo Direct, even though I didn't watch it or care. I'll tell you the standout points I see via Twitter. Tetris Battle Royale. They turned Fire Emblem into a schoolgirl anime. They were remaking Link's Awakening, which was a very good Zelda game on Game Boy? No, that sounds too old. Maybe it wasn't Game Boy. A while ago. It was a good one though, I remember liking it. And there was one other thing of note. Something about Star Fox? Maybe? What do I think of the Genestealer cult stuff? I watched a battle report involving them today. They're not my thing at all. Also, definite heresy. Oh yeah, Super Mario Maker 2. Yeah, that was the other thing. I've seen the meme picture of that as well, where it's the title screen for Mario Maker 2 and they just changed the title to say, if you don't like it, fuck it, you do it too. Or something to that effect. I do like the look of some of the Genestealer cult models, but when I was deciding whether or not to start collecting Necrons, it was between them and the Adeptus Mechanicus. But I wasn't really sure how the Adeptus Mechanicus worked, whereas at least I had some dated reference of how Necrons played, having played against them in 7th. Or 6th, whatever edition it was in like 2014. Necrons are still heretical, yes. Everything that isn't human is heretical in the eyes of the Empire. Or the Imperium, I should say. Although, well, robots are kind of like an iffy area, aren't they? Because everybody has robot parts. But yeah, Necrons are heretical, yes. Also, asking if something is heretical is heretical. You can use the same rule applied for working out whether or not something is classed as a toy to work out whether it's heretical also. Mostly. Just scale down relative things that are too big. No, the Emperor rather is not heretical. What other gaming news was there? There was something else. Oh crap. Be gone, belt buckle. Ooh, Unity? Yeah, okay, that's good. It means there's no reason to get rid of guns in the gun launcher. Blizzard things? No, that's just depressing. I never know how the shield works. I'm curious if I have a synergy. I don't. Okay, well in that case I can just... Although is it really worth just holding on to one load of ammo? I'm never going to use the shield. Also, I have the correct number of shells in case anyone's curious. I'll wait and see what I get from the boss, whether or not I'm going to buy that key. What I will say for Nintendo is that when they were struggling because the Wii U failed, Iwata took a hit to his salary and refused to lay anybody off. And they did the exact opposite, where they gave their high-ranking employees massive stock and bonuses, and then just sacked a bunch of people. A lot of the people who they sacked, though, were not developers. They mostly sacked like their esports division and publication, I think it was. I don't quite remember now. Because they know esport gaming is dead. It was never alive, really, but... And, oh, Coggle Battle is also very good. And also to have the audacity to open up the meeting where they eventually led, saying, hey, by the way, we're getting rid of however many people. Also saying, hey, we made record profits again. Is just a little tone deaf to the plight of the common man. Thank you, Samurai, for an 8-month streak with a tier 1 sub. Flik, thank you for all the content and personality you bring. And thank you for making me read that sentence weird, because somehow you managed to make it appear as a link. What kind of extension is a .and? Apparently at that same meeting, they also stated that they are working on like something involving Overwatch, and the current form of Overwatch isn't what it's going to be forever. So I'm hoping that means like some kind of cooperative thing, or single player in-depth campaign a la like Titanfall 2 or something. What it probably means is we're going to get an Overwatch Battle Royale, but hopefully it won't be the case. Because we already have an Overwatch Battle Royale, it's called Apex Legends. All it needs to do is add a hammer. Nice. Bethesda still hasn't hired people. That's because they just slowly turn into ghouls. That was a very lucky freeze. Also, why am I still using the basic pistol when I have other options and we're this deep in? Not much ammo left on this, obviously. No. Well, I could restore it, but the AWP needs it. So I want this, and I guess I'll use Bubble Blaster, save the bolter for the next floor. I got my helmet for most likely one room. That is some damaging burps. Oh. He stole my bubble power. If you do it like that, it looks like you might be like kissing the frog. And it's into it. Happy Valentine's Day, chat. Burp. I'm choosing to believe that was a soda-related bubble. Hello, Killer Rabbit. I need you to get closer. You can't burp that far. No, you still can't burp that far. Come over here. Oops. You must burp more. It missed. Oh no, it didn't miss. The damage from Cog of War and Fat Bullets is counteracting the bonus to defense they get. Why am I getting so many keys now? Burp. I will create a wall of bubbles. Damn it. Wait, I have table tech many things. Take that! Take this! And this! And one of these! Hey, it's fair to say I wasted a lot of ammo there. Happy Joe Valentine's Day, you're the master of unlocking my heart.
It was worth it!
Yeah, that's what you should have agreed amongst yourselves, chat, before the stream started. If you were going to do any kind of alerts, do terrible wordplay, gaming Valentine's Day type stuff like that. We're fighting so many enemies that have me outranged if I'm using this gun. Ooh, that's close. Oh, my helmet! Die! I'll just wait for them over here. Thank you, Phelan. Oh, and also for using one of the new Twitch Valentine's Day thingies. Roses are grey, violets are grey, I'm dead and colourblind. You could also have said you were a dog. They're colourblind. Dogs can see colour? No, they can't. Table Tech Rocket. Nope. Frost Giant, maybe. Oh no, I've got to go through that room. It was worth it! Thank you, Shadow Death 7470 for a 26-month streak with a tier 1 sub. 26 months, that's almost like the 2.6 thousand hearts you have touched. I don't think it's that many, but thank you. If only. Yeah. Your sister's dog just attack anything red. Well, that just sounds like he's doing the fight against communism, honestly. And if you've got a problem with that, go back to Russia. The speed up of the room ending got me hit by that shot. Oh. Take that. Also take whatever that was, take that. Burp. I touched 26,000 hearts and didn't share. We're almost at 19,000 followers on Twitch. I don't think that really means anything on the platform, but it's a number. We're at 18,935 currently. Rainbow chest. Been a while since I've even thought about those. Ooh, curse. I'll take your curse. Another gun muncher. They're not. I don't have 26,000 hearts stashed in my attic. If I did, it wouldn't leak. Maybe. Or if it did leak, it wouldn't leak that. Still probably the AWP, huh? It's going to be the wall, though. Wait a minute. So I want this, and then I want this. Okay. Oh, kill pillars. Oh, I rolled the wrong way and had to press it. Also, I think I somehow accidentally wasted my shot with the dueling pistol. Oh, screw it. I heard it tick and then I changed back to it and it was gone. Still not back yet. No, it is. Easy, flawless. Screw the game for thinking otherwise. Not like it's needed anyway. Charmed bullets, rubber bullets, bouncy bullets. Bouncy fat bullets might not be too bad. Oh, please have a synergy. Oh. Is there anything in the shop that might have a synergy? Is there a synergy with table tech? I mean, with lowercase r for either of these items? Oh, I can only afford this. Never mind. Maybe on the next floor then. I ain't using it unless I get a synergy for it. Okay. There's this really fluffy little dog in your neighbours and you want to steal it. You could also just get your own fluffy dog. They come in all shapes and sizes. And various levels of floof as well, obviously. Oh wow, that's an overly difficult reload speed. Basically just gotta double tap it. Phoenix is garbage. Leave before I can fire again. Aha! Damn. If I press it instantly, it will not do it. I have to like wait half a second. Damn, that is hard. I don't think I'll worry about it. If it happens, it happens. Having the little swords bounce back is pretty neat. Like little daggers. Powerful too. Oh, sure. Oh, look at your little swords. That's adorable. Damn it. It's so hard. There. How's that for shooting? Although somehow he survived. Don't need that. Ow. I preempted that out. I knew it was coming. Even though it was off the screen. Bolter now. Also been entirely forgetting to... Bullet is very large. Forgot about that. No, I want dueling pistol, which I keep forgetting to use. Please get annihilated. Goodbye. That was pretty awesome. Oh, okay. Slower for this one. I've got a bouncy dueling laser with your name on it. Ah. Went through the scenery there? Get out of here, you waste of time. Oh, he also skipped around the wall there. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Alright, dog. Dragon is right over there. There's a blue chest, a blue chest. Oh, a synergy room. It's been a while since I've seen one of them. I kind of want to go there because I think it might give me a synergy for lowercase r. I was just going to go finish the run, but I'd rather see a synergy for lowercase r that I haven't seen yet. Damn. Can't go that way. Bullets are getting stuck on the wall sometimes because they're so big. Okay. Synergy room is here. Lowercase r synergy, please. 65 shells. Stout bullets? Well, that just made me ridiculously powerful, but that's not... That's technically not a synergy, right? Thank you, Katie. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Wow, that's pretty nice. It's gotten even thicker. It is the thickest of lasers. Of dueling lasers, that is. I was worried about missing. Oh, I don't have any keys left now. I was going down here to open the chest. I guess I could buy one. Yeah, this is definitely a chonky run now. It's so big. I think I've seen that in a long time. Oh, I could get helix bullets and that would make this... Actually, it would make it bad because the bullets would be so thick they'd get stuck on the wall over and over. I still kind of want to see it, though. Also, shouldn't that brown chest in there be open? Did I just ignore it? I did, because I couldn't see it. I got a key for free. How dare you. So now with this key, I will go get the thick. I need to get 100 and something shells on. We've got none for that. Mimic? Nope. Where were you a second ago? It's also too expensive. Outer blank would be the better choice. I'm running out of rooms. I guess I'll clear up here trying to get up, what was it, 108 I need? It's not super likely. Oh, the mines I'm dropping are gigantic. Although they're not exploding because they keep on hitting the scenery. Pew pew. I don't have a key. Give me one shell. That is not the gun I wanted. That didn't kill him? I'm genuinely surprised. The bolter is firing at the size of the quad laser. It insta-killed the chest without even spawning a bullet. No, we didn't get enough for anything. No, there's nothing else I can do. Let's grab that health and go. So I want AWP, Dueling laser. That's not the dueling laser. Dueling laser. EWP. Dueling laser. Okay. How'd you like my big bombs? I also totally forgot this does not need to reload after every shot. I chose to reload there just because I had time. He was really enjoying his rocket launcher there. Oh, it's ready. Why am I little, by little I mean gigantic Metroid bombs not destroying his shots? It's not ready, I was wrong! I saw it glowing and assumed. It is an exceptionally thick bullet. Is that for bubbles? I've never seen bullets so large. No, I've ran out of ammo for all my good guns. I don't want to do bullet hell. Why ruin a good thing? This was a good run. I'm only disappointed that we didn't find a new synergy for lowercase r, because it's been a little while since we last saw it. But in terms of like passives, bounty bullets, fat bullets, stout bullets, there wasn't many other items left that would have made the bullets even bigger. But the gigantic death beam from dueling lasers, I don't think I've ever had a death beam bigger than that. You know what time it is. Yes, you're correct, it's bullet time. Nice. That was way too much good stuff in a single run. I should be aware of it next time. Anyway, for those watching after the fact on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you again to Dale, and ta for now.